Don't I put anything.
Bobby, listen, Bobby, I should actually... Bobby, shut up, Bobby. Right, listen. I should actually...
Looking forward to Christmas.
Very rude of me. I haven't actually introduced myself properly, because obviously I'm Jerry Kay. You know Mike McLean. He's a good friend of yours. And
Mike
of course,
McLean, I'm going to tell you something about Mike McLean. He's the best Kay comedian I've ever worked with. I'm only joking.
He's a cunt, isn't he?
And Ryan McDonald. We are the Slack men, Bobby. So you know who you're talking to.
Listen, Bob, I was just telling the boys about Big Brother, and we all wanted to know, did you shag the porn star?
Yeah, of course I did.
Good lad.
I tried to, but I couldn't get close to her because I'm a big fat ass.
Did you see Bobby on...
Of course you did. Yeah, of course you did. Yeah.
See, we were just saying how...
Taller sitting down and standing up.
What was she like?
She made a good burglar. She rubbed all her footprints out with her arse.
What was that arse like in the flesh, Bobby? It's amazing.
Buttocks had different postcodes.
Ridiculous, wasn't it? It's ridiculous.
Fucking disgrace. Well, I wasn't actually talking to her, but I just got caught up in the gravitational pull of her arse.
Which one of them is the biggest cunt?
How many more jokes do you want to fill your Christmas slot with?
Just none, really.
If you nick these jokes, I'll be furious.
I promise you, Bobby.
I nick them off someone else.
I won't be nicking them.
They're safe, Bobby. They're safe, mate.
Who was the biggest arsehole then, Bobby?
Jenna.
Me.
Jenna. Bobby, Jerry, that's
very
funny.
nice. The other one was Farah, wasn't it? She was very nice. You know what? People took an instant dislike to her because it saved time.
She was horrible, wasn't she? Wasn't she horrible?
She wasn't bad friend.
Oh, mate. But was she was good. She's good looking though, wasn't she? On the telly, she comes across as very good looking.
Very good looking.
Yeah, but not a nice girl at all.
On the outside, she was good looking, but on the inside, she was a bit on the ugly side. But there you go. Can't have your beauty skin deep.
No, true.
My girlfriend, she's inside out.
Listen, Bobby, it's always a pleasure to have it. Make sure you come back on Slap Men for us, will you?
What is this? Is this some sort of podcast thing you're doing?
It is, Bobby.
Well, it's disgusting.
It is.
Won't be tuning in. When is it on and what time? I won't be listening.
We'll give you all the details, mate.
I'll drop you a text and let you know when it's on, Bob.
Is it on the internet?
Yeah.
On the internet? On internet?
Internet.
On internet, yeah. I'm having spaghetti bolognese here. It's lovely. My girlfriend's cooked it for me.
Yeah? What's she put in it, Bobby?
She's put all sorts. We got over it because we're doing Italian week this week, and I ordered a pizza last night, a thin crusty supreme, and Diana Ross turned up.
On a nut bombshell.
Listen, mate, thanks for joining us. Much appreciated.
Pleasure.
Take care, Bobby.
Thanks a lot, Bob.
Bye, son.
Happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
You're listening to the Slackman Christmas Special. God bless us, everyone.
Okay, sad news. Jonah Lomu died. Of all the people this year, 40 years old, that was sad, wasn't it? I only bring it up because I learned of his demise from my mate who texted me. And he says, and I quote, Jonah Lomu's bought the farm. You familiar with that phrase?
What does that mean?
Never even heard of it.
Well, I've often said, I've heard someone's bought it, and I've said, he's bought it, hasn't he? But I've never really understood.
Like, how do you use that term, though? Give me an example.
You'd say, okay, someone died. I'd say, Jonah Lomu's bought it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That means he's died, obviously. But the whole phrase is he's bought the farm.
Right.
So I said, what does that mean, mate? So I looked it up, basically. It's quite interesting, right? And this is what it means. It actually comes from the phrase to say he bought the farm, which refers to trainee airmen during World War II, right, who were a little bit shit. And the ones who were a little bit shit ended up crashing their planes invariably into farms, right, into farmland. Right. And what happened was the US government would then compensate the farmer by buying the farm off them. Hence, he's bought the farm.
Wow.
I thought it was quite interesting.
That is good.
Wow.
That is good.
So not only do you get entertained on Slapman, you have a laugh, but you...
Educational.
You learn. Yeah.
No, it's not just about...
It's not all about jokes. Any interesting facts there that could possibly get some listeners back.
Yeah. There's,
back to square one.
Why did Michael McLean leave the Big Breakfast? He was caught fucking a rug.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Actually, let's see if there are any other facts that were a little bit...
Back to square one, Jerry.
Oh, I'll tell you what's a good one. Back to square one. In fact, I'll tell you what, let's ask you. Have you any idea where back to square one might come from, Mike?
No.
Any idea at all?
No.
Nothing?
No.
I don't hazard a guess?
No.
Just for the sake of the podcast?
No.
Just to keep it interesting?
No.
You're
Just for
a
the
cunt.
sake of a joke.
No.
Well, but back to square one, obviously you know what it means, back to the beginning. You go back to square one, right? The phrase actually originates in football, believe it or not. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, and truthfully. And it originated in the 1930s when the first radio broadcasts of football matches were made by the BBC, right? So to help listeners keep track of the game, the Radio Times devised a numbered grid system, absolutely true, which they published in the magazine. So each grid had a number, right? So this would enable commentators to indicate to the listeners exactly where the ball was on the pitch. Square one being back with the goalkeeper, hence back to square one. Can you imagine that nowadays? Can you imagine?
No.
Speed some of the players run. So Ronaldo's in square 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But yeah, I thought that was quite interesting. Seemed more interesting, to be fair, when I wrote it down.
Yeah.
But
Should we have another drink? I'm going to put my gloves back on.
we were talking earlier, weren't we, about menopause, and I think it was Mike who said, "Is it all that? Isn't it a load of fuss about nothing?"
Did I?
Yeah, I think so.
I remember it was definitely Mike saying
it
that.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
No,
so,
it was
yeah.
definitely.
Oh,
Remember, you actually got really
Hold on a
vociferous
second,
about it.
just to make it real. Yeah, I said that before.
Yeah, if you just want to elaborate on that, Mike, I don't know.
Yeah, what was it you were saying again?
I said, is it all that?
Yeah, I mean, what do you mean? Just elaborate.
Yeah, the menopause. I mean, why do men pause? You know what I mean? They don't need to. Just carry on doing what you're doing. That's what I just think. You know what I mean?
Now the thing is, if any of you, if you knew Mike, you'd probably realise that he means what he's saying. Because I can't speak again.
No.
Which is ironic, seeing what you're trying to
Yeah,
suggest.
exactly. Yeah. And I just sit back and let Jerry put the rope around his neck and hang himself.
Then you put an orange in my mouth and try and do stuff.
Not orange, it's an apple.
But no, I think it's,
My mum went through it.
yeah, well,
Yeah,
she would
it's horrible. It's really horrible. Really horrible.
yeah, no,
Why is it so bad?
yeah, talk us through it.
Because one minute they're hot, one minute they're cold, they're erratic, they're just, and it's because is it HRT? They reckon that
Yeah,
you should have
hormone
HRT,
replacement treatment.
but they also reckon
Isn't that what Charlie Sheen has?
Oh. But they reckon that the doctor advised my mother not to take any medication whatsoever, and it'll be a lot better. And bless her, she listened to the doctor, and she was just fucking
worse.
horrible to live with.
Well, it's funny because it was.
Oh, did you think I didn't know what the menopause was?
No, I didn't.
Fuck off.
No, Anita Dobson was on the show and she was talking about it and saying how she's been on hormone HRT for years.
Yeah.
She was saying it actually.
And it doesn't work.
Because the thing is, no, it does work. This is the point. This is what she's saying. Because the thing against it is they were talking about breast cancer. But she's saying the odds of getting breast cancer against the benefit of taking it, honestly, taking it just far outweighs. That's what she was saying.
Really?
Well, is this a bit like, the way now all meat that's processed gives you cancer as well?
Apparently so.
Bacon,
So you've got
sausage.
bacon, sausage, anything that's processed, ham,
Anything,
cooked ham,
basically.
anything.
Oxygen.
Yeah. So you have to, then, like, have you changed your eating habits as a result of
Well,
this?
I'm down to 20 bacon butties a day now.
Yeah. Bobby Davro still on the phone?
I don't know. Is he? Let's have a listen.
I'm not-
Bring him in.
He only is.
Leave him.
Bobby, do an impression. Bye.
Oh, don't. Let's have a listen to him.
I don't think they have that much stuff.
No, he's still there.
Go on the internet because I've got so much porn on my internet. I've had to buy a left-handed mouse. Got a new screensaver. It's a piece of cling film.
Still there. Right?
I've only chatted to him once. I don't like to interrupt.
What's he on? Yeah, that 1 minute silence. Fucking hell. I'll tell you what, if you lived with him, you'd be glad of that, wouldn't you?
Have you lived with him?
Do you know what I mean? You'd invent disasters every day just so you could get 1 minute silence. Wouldn't you? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Bobby, there's been an earthquake. Shut the fuck up for a minute. I'll tell you what, lads. If you're a bit slow on the old work next year,
Yeah.
do you know what's on the right? Gigolo work is on the rise.
Tell me about it, I fucking flat out.
How much you getting, mate? Yeah. No, it is gigolo work. Would you do it? I'd do it. Would you do it?
Yeah, of course I'll do it. Yeah.
Getting paid to ride people?
Right, I see.
But I
how would your missus be about it, though?
I haven't got one.
I think that what would happen there is I would look at the clientele and not really be able to, whereas you would look at the clientele and be fucking riding. You'd be giving them money
I
off.
forego my fee.
Jerry rings them.
I'm doing a special offer this week, love. I'm doing
For the price of one.
Is that Pauline? Are you going to an event? Yeah. You need company? Yeah, of course you do.
I'll be there.
You need the BBC? BBC.
Yeah.
It's a... Never mind, I'll be there at
I'll
8.
be there, yeah.
No, see, I would do it. Would you do it?
Yeah, I'd do it. Yeah.
You
don't
can't
have to
pick and choose, though. You have to
take
go
the sex.
for
Yeah,
whatever
take
it
the
is.
sex out of it. Seriously, legit escorting.
Oh.
I would definitely do that. 100%, I'd do that.
Who'd want you, though? If you're going to pay
Are you
money to have
kidding?
somebody
Are
go
you
to
kidding?
a
Me?
big
Look
at
event,
him.
Are you kidding me? me.
There's got to be a very
you
small
blind?
woman for a fucking kick-off.
Little Ibris. He can't get the real one.
Ibris.
Whatever his name is.
That's the hotel chain you're thinking of. Ibis Elba.
Little Ibis. Who wouldn't want him?
I'd be a big draw, mate. Tell you what.
I'm thinking of hiring him myself.
I had a mate, right, who used to
I don't
do...
believe you.
Yeah, but he did with, like, cameras on the internet. So you just sort of perform on camera, and then he was thinking, well, this is going to be amazing. You get, like, money for every minute that you're on, and then people just come on and wank themselves off. But that's the problem. It was just loads of gay lads coming on watching him. And he still did it for a while, though.
So he filmed himself and he was...
Well, you just stand in front of a webcam and then somebody just comes on and asks you to do stuff and then you just do it and then you get money
I saw a
per minute.
documentary on that, to be honest.
Well, I just saw him do it.
We could do it here, couldn't we? Stick a camera in here.
We could do, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Wank off per minute.
We'd have to put I wouldn't want to see you two wanking. We'd have to put some sort of screen in between us.
You'll need a screen.
Stop it from hitting you in the face. I can fill a pint
Do you know
glass
what?
one go.
I'll tell you what I was going to get you for Christmas, a little toolbox for your cock. It was...
I don't get it. What's funny about that?
That's what I've got the beer crate for.
I don't get it. What do you mean?
I know, that's why we wanted to get you a little toolbox. You should see his face. Bless him. Oh, honestly, look at him. He looks bullied.
It's filled 2 prams.
Oh, yeah, but what about the women?
With semen.
Yeah.
He's got like pushchair loads of cum in his
Just 2 prams full of semen.
Dripping out over the sides.
That's skegness.
Could you not use a tissue like normal?
Not as much as...
You should film that, actually. Just fucking wank into a pushchair. Oh, no, actually, don't do that. No, that's taking a horrible turn.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Well...
Right, we have one more call. And I think what we've done is... I think we've saved the best to last, haven't we?
We have.
Saved the best to last? I
think about
it's
it.
fair to say. No, you're right. We've
This is
saved
what
the
we've been
best.
building up
And
to.
this is our Christmas present to you,
Richard
folks.
Madeley can fuck right off. This
Rich.
is our new pinnacle. This is what we're ending on.
You in the jungle.
Well, there's no chance of getting him now, is there?
Serve you right.
Who have we got, Mark?
It's only Miss Chigwell, 1977, Linda Robson.
Linda Robson!
Oh, legend!
Linda.
TV legend it is.
Linda, hey, the Chigwell Chugger.
What?
I'm just being alliterative. Hello, Linda. How you doing?
Hello, love. I'm all right.
How are you? Oh, I swear to you, you're one of my heroes. Birds of a feather back in the day. I tell you what, eh?
And
Loved
still
it.
going strong now, thank God.
Yeah, isn't it just? Yeah. I haven't managed to catch much of it this time around. Just busy, but I will do. I've got it backed up in the old planner.
It starts again in January.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant! I look forward to it.
I had the pleasure of Linda in pantomime. She used to, at the end of Act 1, she'd be hanging
Tell
on
her
a
what you
wire.
used to do to me.
I'm going to tell now. So she was hanging in a wire. She was the angel, and I used to stand underneath with a stick and just rattle it between the legs. And then,
He was always looking at my skirt.
I was, yeah. So, yeah.
A lot of the celebrity guests that we seem to have on the show have some sort of overly sexual reference to what you used to do to them.
I didn't touch Larry Lamb. No, Linda, I used to hide in a dressing room, jump out and frighten her.
He did, yeah. And
By
he
the
was
way-
always
by the way-
winding people up as well.
By the way, Linda, it's only polite that I should introduce you to who you're talking to. Obviously, you know Mike, but you don't know me. I'm Jerry Kay, and the third member of Slackmen is Ryan McDonnell. Hello, Ryan.
Hello, love. Hello, boys. All right.
Hello, Linda. It's a pleasure to have you here. Aside from anything else, just for being the first ever loose woman who's actually managed to make it onto the loose women themed show that we have.
Did Michael explain that to you? The whole Slackmen loose woman thing?
No.
Not really,
No.
no.
No,
Couldn't
okay.
give a fuck.
Basically, what we did was we, as fans of loose women and as comedians, we decided to create this podcast, and we called it Slack Men as a kind of homage to you girls, really.
To the loose women.
To the loose women.
Lovely.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we're very honoured. Thank you
Well,
very much.
that's what we hoped. We're thinking we'd like to come in. Actually, we come in at the show and
Quid
see
pro
you.
quo, Linda.
Seems only fair.
Oh, unfortunately, I don't book the guests.
Sort it out, Linda.
I'm just trying to work out who we've got this week. And we had Little Mix yesterday.
That's right.
Nice.
And we've got John Bishop Friday, I think.
Linda, Linda, you're not doing me any favours here. I was telling him how lovely you are and how I get on well with you, and the nicest people I've ever worked with, and you've just ruined it by mentioning John Bishop. Linda, if you can.